Hello, my name is Cheyenne, and this is a Scolopendra dehaani sling. One of the things that I find with this species is, well, completely misunderstood. The reason I say that is, well, one of the biggest mistakes people make is handling this species. They are fast, bitey, and can be prickish if they wanted. But, like anything, while you're in some countries, if you're being preyed upon, you'll be a little dickish, I would say. But with this species, I find moist substrate is really good, lots of ventilation. And one of the major things is do not handle it. I mean, they're not friendly a species, and they do get about 12 inches length. Sometimes they can get bigger, sometimes smaller. It all depends on, I would say, genetics, maybe, bloodlines. But this is one of the coolest species I've had. Uh, I've also had flagtails, I've had other ones, but they're not too bad. Ventilation and moisture is one of the key things for them. And, well, no handling. Watch them from far. They're fast, bitey, and not completely aggressive, but given a chance, they will bite. I find centipedes bite because they don't have the greatest eyesight, so they kind of go towards wherever tastes good. You touch food, you get bit. Uh, Pheromones is another thing they can really pick up on. I find individual pheromones. Uh, they're not bad creatures. Centipedes are completely underrated, and I find they're just made in front of or to be afraid for no apparent reason. But it's hard to say. Uh, like I said, I've had only a few species. I'm going to be picking up more and hopefully breeding them and see how I feel about them. But so far, never had a problem with them. This is the orange leg morph. There's yellow legs. Or is this the orange one? Yeah, this is the orange leg, not the yellow leg. Uh, that's pretty much about it. Just they really need moisture. Feeding, I feed them every 5 days. A nice big meal. You can see a little piece of mealworm. I'll pluck that out later. I give all my centipedes water. Water dish. I'll fill it up and put it to the side. I've always seen them drink. Regardless, like this one, he'll run and completely hide, but once they get a certain size, they will protect themselves. They are, uh, I wouldn't say aggressive, but defensive. They will not back down. There's been one fatality, if I'm correct about this species, and that was one dropping from a tree, killing a little girl by biting her in the head. But a bite from this one, there's been stories that people have been shot and getting bit by these guys are worse. So, no handling. I will not handle this species. Forget that. I only, plus they're nervous as hell. So, I will breed this species and get rid of babies, give them to pet stores and that. But I will not handle them. Uh, can't really say much about this species. It's a normal centipede thing. We'll be keeping an eye on this one watching it grow, and I'll be taking pictures of it. This one actually grew almost an inch in a month, so they grow pretty fast by the looks of it. Well, that's about it for me. Say goodbye to this dehaani. I have two of them, and we'll see how that goes. Talk to you guys later. Bye.